Adam Smith, digital marketing genius, sales funnel guru, online entrepreneur.
Boom. Awesome. Okay. Be here for session 6. If you are interested in getting clients, be here for session 6. Okay. Go. Trust me, I will show you our organic system. It's not as complicated as you think, and it gets crazy results like gangbusters. Okay. We have 10 minutes to go over sales. Hey, any final questions before we move on from this? This was a lot of stuff. Okay. Hashtag question below if you need that. Okay, sales. All right. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Take a screenshot. 3, 2, 1. And we'll do our sales. Okay, is this helpful for you guys? If you guys found value in this, do hashtag gold below. If you guys found value in this is helpful. Again, you guys can do this. You guys just need the right training, the right knowledge. You just need to be educated. It's literally it. Everything comes from training. Every success that I've ever had comes because I was trained how to do something. Okay, you just need to learn. Okay. Awesome. Hashtag gold. Sweet. Boom, boom. Tyler, Jeff, H, Arnold. Very cool. Sweet, you guys. Okay. So let's recap really fast. Real fast. Kind of like this. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's recap. Our copy consulting, what is it? It's a consulting session first before the copywriting services, but you're also including the copy. You're also including the strategy. You're also including the offer. I just went through the offer and the process. Okay, so with the sales call. Okay, so our process for this, we hit a couple of main points. Why are they there? Okay, so when you first get on the call with somebody, this is important. You guys have to get this down. So why are they there? Now, what's funny is even though you asked them for the call, people are still going to, people showed up for a reason. They showed up to the call for a reason. You want to know what that reason is. So you're going to say, hey, thank you so much for jumping on the call with me today. I'm really excited to dive into your presentation and learn a little bit more about it. I'm curious, why did you decide to take time out of your busy day and jump on the phone with me? Okay. Now, the reason we're doing this, because we want to know what, and you guys might get the gold here on this. Hashtag gold. Thanks, guys. Why are they here? And you want to dig deep. We call this, sorry, not 2, 3. We call this 3 layers. Okay, what is 3 layers? I'm literally trying to do sales in 7 minutes. Okay, here we go. We're going fast. Don't miss this. Okay, 3 layers. 3 layers of why. Why do we do this? Okay. Hey, so for example, I would say, hey, why? How come you took time out of your busy schedule to get on the phone with me today? And they would say, oh, I was just looking for some help. I saw you do help people with their presentations. I was just looking to kind of learn a little bit more about what you do. Okay, that's kind of vague, and that's not really like what you're after. That's not really what you're looking for. Like that's good, but like you want to know why they're there. And you've gotten there when you hit status. How do we find status? Status is a feeling. Status is a feeling of like what they are looking to do and how it's going to impact their life. Okay, so we're going to go to status. Okay, so we do 3 layers of why. So cool. So you're looking for a little bit more clarity in your presentation. How come? Then they say, nice, really cool. That's great. Why though? That's my second why. So I say, how come? Why though? And then, why is that important? 1, 2, 3. You guys see that? It's a little small. How come? Why though? Why is that important? Now we use this 3-layer why to dig into like the reasoning behind this for them. When you get to, you'll hit status after why is that important? You'll hit status. Okay, so let's say, why are they there? And this is like our intro. We have 3 different sections of this. Okay, so we've got the intro. We have the intro, figuring out why they're there. This is your 3-layer deep. And then it says doctor. And then we make the offer. Now, why do we say doctor? So too many times, so I'll give this example. There's a guy who his name is John Lennon. He's not from the Beatles, but he was a guy who was working with he worked in South Beach, Miami, and he closed a lot more than the other people, other real estate agents. The average real estate agent would close about 1 deal every month, which is pretty good. They would close about 1 deal every month. And so what happened though is this guy, John Lennon, would close about 1 deal every day. These are big multi-million-dollar like contracts. And so one of the guys was interviewing him, and he said, "Hey, how come you're able to close so many? Like everybody else is closing 1 a month. You're sitting here closing 1 a day, 31 every single month." And he said, "I don't sell what they sell." Because like, what are you talking about? You sell the exact same thing. He's like, "No, here's the thing. When I go to somebody, and when I clock out at the end of the day, I go to my manager and he said, 'What did you sell today?' He said, 'I sold a $750,000 bathroom.'" Like, what? He's like, "I also sold a $1.2 million garage. I also sold a $650,000 kitchen." The guy's like, "I don't understand." He said, "I don't sell what they sell. I only talk about what is important to my prospect." Okay. So, it's funny. I was on a call and, I'm kind of going through and doing the process, and I had somebody who actually didn't even know the name of the program before they had purchased it. And I was like, and I wondered why that was the case. It's because they didn't care about that. So I didn't answer it. So you are the doctor. You are only talking about what is important to that person. Now, in order to get there, you need to understand what is important to that person so that you can only talk about it here in your offer. Okay. So what we do in the doctor is we start to ask some diagnosis questions. So what we'll say is, one of my favorites, you guys probably saw this when you guys, everybody in here was approved to be a member of the group, or you should have been. Yeah, there's no reason why you wouldn't be. You're here in the group. I said, what is slowing you down the most? I love this question. Absolutely love this question. So what's slowing you down the most? They might tell you it's the presentation. They may not. If they do not, they need to be educated that that is the problem. If they just had a high converting presentation, their lives would change at all. Okay. How are we doing, guys? It's 1 o'clock. We're supposed to be stopped right now. Is it cool if we go? Is it cool if we go for another 10, 15 minutes? Are you guys cool with that? Say hashtag do awesome or yes down below if I can go for another 10, 15 minutes, because we should be taking a break right now. And I told you we guys would, or we would, but I need to get through the rest of the sales process, because we still have go through a couple more things with the doctor and then what you're actually offering on your call. So is that okay if I do that? If we go for a little bit, about 10, 15 minutes, is that okay with you guys? Okay, we're getting some yeses. Awesome. Okay, thanks. Cool. So what's slowing you down the most? Now, I love this question because, like, for them, they need to, it's us understanding what their current situation is. Okay. So now we want to know, like, where are they currently? So people have a current situation. Have you ever had somebody come to you and they're like, hey, you should go try this thing. And you kind of like, were put off. You're like, dude, how cool. Like, and you kind of put your guard up a little bit. The reason that happens is because people have not understood your current situation and they jump immediately straight to the offer. This is not just in like, this is just like in life in general too. Like, hey, you should go do this thing. Like somebody like invites you to do something and you're not super down for it. That's part of the issue, is they jump straight to the offer. We don't understand what the current situation is. Now, everybody is moving and trying to get to a perfect situation. You can't always be perfect, but for them, it's perfect. Not current, sorry. I knew there was something wrong. Present, same thing. This will just help you remember it. So people have a present situation. We're trying to help them move to a perfect situation. And what we can do is we start to ask these diagnosis questions, such as, what is your presentation current? Because we're not getting on the phone with people who don't already have a presentation, right? So what is your presentation currently converting at? What are your numbers? Now, a huge tip that you guys need to know is that doctors, they don't judge. They don't judge. You may not feel like you're judging. You may not feel like you're judging, but any sort of like, oh, really? Or seriously? Wow. Like anything, like those are very, like, even in your tone of voice, you guys need to understand, like, you cannot be judging at all in like any capacity. So what you need to do is, as soon as somebody answers the question, you pause, you wait about 2 seconds, wait for them to finish, and then you say, okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. And it's just, gotcha. See, there's no fluctuation in my voice. It's just, gotcha. Okay. Like, it's like, I'm not saying that this is a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm a doctor. And you are, and you're the doctor for them. So understanding their present situation to a perfect situation. Now, as soon as we understand what their perfect situation is, then we can ask permission. Let me switch over so you guys can see this. So we ask permission. permission. And we say, hey, I think I can help. Can I share with you how I can help? Can I share how I can help? I've never had anybody tell me no. Okay. Hashtag question, what are good converting percentages? Like if they already have a really good percentage, there isn't much need for us there. They can always improve. If they're not converting 100%, they can improve. Good converting percentage. Okay, good question. Let's do this real fast. This kind of deviates a little bit, but I want to answer. Who asked that? I want to answer that. Tishin. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Converting percentages for direct selling, DS webinars. Not like that. Sorry. They should be between 5% on the low end. 10%'s pretty good. If you were to run a live webinar at $1,000, you were to run a live webinar at 5% every week for 52 weeks, that would be a 6-figure webinar at 5%. At 10%, it's a 7-figure webinar. Okay. You think somebody's going to pay you $4 grand, $3 grand, $5 grand? If you can help them get just one more additional percentage, just one more, that could translate into tens of thousands of dollars for them. 15%. Russell Brunson converts his funnel hacks webinar at 17% right now. That's a $10 million plus webinar every year. So direct selling webinar, and that's live, by the way, that's live. Auto webinar, 1 to 2%. Wow, that doesn't seem like a lot. Because it's happening all the time, if like 1% of the people who register buy, 1% is good for an automated webinar. 1 to 2 is pretty good. A lead generation type, closer to 10%. Closer to 10%. Because you're not asking for money up front, you're asking people to book a call. 10% plus. Okay, does that help? Direct selling, 5 to 10. Auto webinars, like 1 to 2%. Lead generation is 10%. Okay. All right. If you need that, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Okay. Can I share how I can help? Then what you're going to say is, hey, I don't always know enough about the business to, and then you're going to, you're going to present the offer. And here's how you do it. I help course creators optimize their presentations. I help course creators optimize their presentations so that, and then here you're going to layer in what they said was slowing them down so that they can get over what is slowing them down the most. Okay? So whatever's slowing them down the most, you're going to include that. I help course creators optimize their presentation so that they can overcome what is slowing down the most. Hashtag makes sense below if you are getting this. If not, hashtag question so I can answer what that is. Do hashtag make sense below if you guys are getting this. I help course creators optimize their presentation so that whatever is slowing them down the most. and then you shut up. Done. Okay. Right arm to the square, whatever your name is. You're going to say I, state your first name. Will not say a word until they say a word after I do my I help statement. Okay? Everyone needs to do it. Do I promise? I promise down in the comments. Why is this important? Because just like the Doctor and just like John Lennon, not from the Beatles, South Beach, Miami, or South Beach, Florida, you only want to talk about what people care about. Okay? So if you're talking and spewing a bunch of stuff that people don't care about, they are not going to be as engaged, and they're going to be a little bit turned off because you're talking about stuff that they don't really care about. I went to go to a burger place. It was a really nice burger place, meaning they're charging $13, $15 for a burger. That's a nice burger joint, at least in my book. I don't know. You guys might be different, but paying $13 for a burger, it's going to be good. So we went in, and the guy was hard selling us on he sat us down in front of the menu. And he's just like, and this is the burger that we have here, and this is the burger, and this is what it has on it. It has lettuce and tomato and onions and sauce and a blue cheese and tons of stuff. And I'm like, dude, I don't like any of that stuff. This is the burger I want, but he didn't even ask any questions about what we wanted. I will never forget that. I'll never forget that. Only talk about what people care about. So the way that you do that, you present the offer. I help course creators to optimize their presentations so that they can prevent whatever's slowing them down the most. Whatever's slowing them down the most. And then you just say, and that's what I do. And then you wait. And you wait for them to ask questions. If they don't ask any questions, they weren't going to buy anyway. Okay? That is the difference. They're eventually going to ask the price, and so you're going to say, hey, it's normally $9.95. I mean, if it is, you're selling it for you're $500, so you're going to do a price drop on here. So it's normally $9.95, but it's $4.95 if we can come to a decision today. So that's what you say there. Okay, questions. How we doing? That was about 10 minutes. That was actually what we wanted. So that is your sales call. Good? How we doing? Yes? Helpful? Okay, we're going to take a break here. We're going to take a break for about 10, 12 minutes. So we'll be back here at 1:25. 1:25. Be back here at 1:25. Okay. We good on this? I'm going to erase it. So take a screenshot. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.